Chapter 27. My failure. Outside such talks, we have wonderful moments together. We liked it to swim in lakes or in rivers, if the water is clean enough. Sometimes we sit in front of the TV and read a book. I could talk with her for hours, only to hear the sound of her voice. But like always in life, the end have to come. From my position, it could go on forever. She couldn't accept that I didn't want a contact with her relatives. Her curiosity increases from day to day. Basically, Angelique didn't know who I am. That forced her to spy on me. I didn't realize that she followed me sometimes. But I was fixed to use unusual ways, and so her try failed. My ways were under the ground, or I jumped from a bridge. That are ways Angelique can't go. Her body wasn't strong enough, or she was simply disgusted. She hate all dirty or dangerous. But that stronger her will to find out what I do. Days later, she gets an answer. She finds one of my guns in a sports bag. I could bite my ass that I was so careless. She asked me what for a journalist needs a weapon. I answered her that I didn't write always nice articles and need a gun to protect me. She can't call me a liar. My answer was totally logical. But she observed me more, behind my back. She cracked the password of my laptop with a normal password sniffer from the internet. She discovered in my emails the slightly coded missions. I didn't erase the done or the to-do missions. Totally I delete all mails immediately after I get them and save the data on the computer of my teacher. Only addresses, number of the pay, and the target name will be temporarily noticed or saved on a USB stick I always have close to me. If I write the informations down on paper, I burned it after the mission or flushed it somewhere down. The hard drive or the whole laptop changed the owner every 3 or 4 months, sometimes every month. I changed my laptop with totally clean hard drive. Over the internet, it is easy to find guys who need a used laptop. That minimized my risk that someone gets my data. Should someone discover a few data, that's nearly impossible after my cleaning process, he only gets data fragments. The single fragments didn't make sense or be a proof of our paid killing missions. Angelique interviews me, of course, after she discovered all puzzles of my double life. She asked me directly.
Are you a killer?
No, why you asking?
I cracked your computer and decoded your missions. Why you didn't tell me about it?
Because it is my true job. I kill for money.
But why?
I would be forced by my stepfather.
He forced you to become a murderer?
In this moment I realized how stupid that sounded. No, I leave my family to get an education as a killer. At the end of my education I want to go back and kill my stepfather.
And when you are ready?
I am ready since almost a year.
When do you want to do it?
I didn't know. As soon as possible.
Could you please end this life and be only a journalist?
No.
Why not?
She had tears in her eyes, and her beautiful green eyes looked at me asking. There is no point of return for me. I am a killer. By the way, I never was a journalist. I tell you that because it was logical for all I say or we did together. The knowledge about the whole world and the cities.
Why do you can't go back?
Because I work for very dangerous people. If I quit the job, they kill me.
I don't understand.
My head's value is very high. I am able to survive when I do the job. That's the only way to get informations to save my life.
I don't know if I can live with a killer.
You didn't have to.
Because you leave me now.
No, I won't.
But how could it continue?
No, continue. I have to kill you, and then I disappear.
What do you say?
I'm sorry. I can't risk that they find me.
But I never tell anybody something about you.
I can't risk that.
I didn't do anything.
No, you know who I am.
I thought you loved me.
I do. but it is my destiny to be a killer.
No, don't do it.
She knee in front of me. Big tears flow down her face. Trust me, it will not hurt. I promise. Close your eyes and lie down. I take her softly on her shoulders and lie her down on her back. From my jacket pocket, I take a tiny bottle of poison. I give her the whole dose into her mouth. This beautiful mouth I love so much. She swallows the poison without a resistance. In a few seconds, she died without pain. Now I also have to cry, and big tears find a way down. I take my gun with silencer out of my pocket and shoot twice to be sure. She had to be dead, like I learned it. After the shoot, my tears stopped suddenly. I didn't feel something now. In the moment she died, something inside me died too. No fear, no pain, no sorrow, no love, no hate, no loneliness, nothing anymore. Coldness surrounded me, and it wasn't painful. The darkness covered me like a good big warm jacket, and it fit very well. The life and the world changed for me. No joy and no sorrow, only spirit and body. It was my destiny to live that life. Now there are no difficult or easy missions anymore. Also my teacher felt fear about me. He didn't say a word, but I feel his conflict. Since the death of Angelique, I am able to feel better the feelings of other people. Now there is no disturbance from my side. I haven't own feelings. My colleague was now very careful. I think if he gets the chance to kill me, he would do it. In his eyes he creates a monster. But he knows that he can't hurt me anymore. The student becomes the teacher. I taught him now. He studies as much as he can, but a lot of my skills are out of his range. That was the reason he didn't kill me. He knows who the best and who died in a battle. He will. After the death of Angelique, the public scream in pain. She was a favorite model. In the news, they say it was a crime of passion. The first autopsy showed that she get first poisoned and then shots in the head. They didn't know why I did this in this series. It was absolutely unnecessary to shoot her. She was already dead. The police asked the public for help to solve the crime. At the end, they have to close the case, because they get only bad descriptions of me. With that they can't find a suspect. Friends and relatives tell them from an unknown man, which nobody saw exactly. That was the reason for the bad description. They only know from Angelique explorations there is somebody and he is very shy. His name was Peter. That's all they know, and that she loved him very much. The police tried to catch me, without success. My shyness was the best cover. After a few weeks of public screaming, the press gets better stories. The public lost their interest. Like always in this business. At begin, the interest was big, but after a few weeks, nobody cares about it, and the people forget her name. She spends me for a little time to feel like a human again. I will remember that my whole life, and don't forget.